Hello! Hello! We're back! What? What's the matter?
This is the KSI podcast.
The famous Korean singers podcast.
Did he do Gangnam Style?
He did.
Okay. Great.
Judd's not drunk right now.
Not.
He's the other one.
Yeah. Who's he? What's he called?
The other thing that you can be that's not being drunk but like that.
Yeah. That's allowed in this country, I think. I don't know.
No.
I don't know.
That's why I'm not saying it outright and letting people infer things now.
I love my king and I love my country, so I think that's what matters at the end of the day. I think that's what the British government cares about.
I love our king.
Which one?
I've had an affair with a king. King LeBron James.
No,
That's a meme.
No.
What a terrible start to a podcast.
He was the one that died in the helicopter, right?
No, that was Kobe.
Oh, no, that was Kobe, yeah.
See, look how not drunk Judd is.
I know which one that is.
Oh, we're doing a podcast, if you forgot, by the way, in the time since we started this.
They're just all the same to me, you know? Basketball
all the
players.
podcasts.
No, basketball.
Oh, okay. Anyway, there's nothing this podcast. It's another one of those because I've been incredibly busy lately. I've been applying for a job doing. How do I hide this? I've just realised there's something on the screen that I want to hide, but I don't know how.
You're not just delete it?
No, I want to save it for later.
Oh, okay.
I had a few links on there that I didn't want anyone to see. Don't worry, it's nothing. Nothing. That makes it sound worse than it actually is. But, yeah, I've been applying for this filming job with some combat sports, with like a franchise for combat sports, which would be.
Oh yeah, you did tell me about this. Yeah,
it'd be really good. It's very stressful because. Long story short, it's lined up being the second stage of the interview, which is a lot of work. It's basically going and filming a bunch of stuff and editing a bunch of content. Already quite a lot of work to do for free, but, you know, we'd set up some competition, I suppose, that aren't dedicated enough to do it. Yeah. It's landed right on when I'm going on holiday as well, there's no podcast next week, by the way.
Oh, okay.
Because I'm away.
I'll mark that.
So
I will mark that in my calendar.
So that's worth remembering as well. So I've just been, work's been mega busy as well. It's just been nuts. So I've just not had any time to, think about anything.
Yeah.
I've noted 2 things down, which could be really shit. They're not it's not anything that's happened or anything like that. It's just things that I thought might be interesting.
Yeah.
So
I hope I know what one of them is.
What do you want to guess? I don't know why.
Are we going to be talking about KSI and that other one? One of the polls, I always forget.
And look, why? Okay, if you want.
Okay.
We did that last week.
I know, but I kind of want to redact some statements after new evidence has come to light.
What new evidence?
Just number one. First of all, it's not new evidence, but first of all, oh my god, the KSI song, have you heard it?
Yeah.
Do you like it?
Yes, okay, it's pretty decent.
No. Oh, God.
Yeah, no, the thing is, Judd, the entire reason everyone thinks it's so shit, and I really don't like, honestly, genuinely, this has been genuinely getting to me a bit. It's seriously not as bad as everyone's making out at all. It's actually slightly alright. It's not great. It's definitely not great. But, you know, I've listened to it a few times. I've enjoyed the times I've listened to it. I'm not clamouring to listen to it very much. But the fact is, what are you looking for?
For your Prime bottle. I thought you were saying all of this with a Prime bottle in view as well.
I'm not sponsored. I would love to be. But the reason why I hate what's going on with this song is that it's obvious that it's just trendy to hate on it. And it's
I think it's really shit.
It's not really shit.
The first time I heard it,
I'm literally more qualified to talk about how bad music is.
I thought it sounds like, you know, when a Disney Channel show is just
so
about.
You've heard all the memes and decided to take them as your own opinion, like everyone
genuinely,
else.
That was my first thought.
Okay, fine.
Yeah.
Why is that a bad thing?
It just sucks. I just don't want to listen to it.
Oh, it fits to Disney movies. So
no,
like there's some amazing music that fits to Disney movies as well.
I just think you need to like understand that this song sucks. Like the majority of people have heard this and gone, "This song sucks."
The reason why the majority of people have done it is because they get some sort of social validation on hating it. It's so obvious that that's why people are doing it.
I just think it sucks. I just think the song sucks.
Okay, cool. I don't care. Fine. You can think it sucks, but you've also got to admit that the reason why everyone's hating on it so much is because of its trendy.
Okay, probably, but I do think the song fucking sucks.
You can dislike it, but also, as someone who is genuinely more qualified to say whether music's good or not, like, that's not a joke, I literally have a degree in it. It's like the only thing that I can talk about that I'm just actually more qualified than most people to talk about.
Okay.
It's objectively better than average.
Okay.
Like, no question.
Okay.
So it's just the reason why I hate it though is because it's literally just bullying, and it's awful. And like, yeah, sure, I get it. Oh, boohoo, millionaire gets bullied. I don't care about that bit so much. But the thing is, like, I've been on the receiving end of that shit, you know. And honestly, when you put your like, even if someone makes some shit music and it's not that great. To make music and put yourself out there is such like a bare in your soul type of thing. And some people will think, oh, it's not bare in your soul, it's just some shit Disney song that's put out to get some money. No, anytime anyone makes music, it's bare in their soul. Well, within reason, I suppose. So, like, you can tell the guy genuinely tried his best and cared about what he's made. And people are just being awful about it when it's not even bad. And yes, fine, you can say you personally dislike it, but it's not even bad. And it's just like, because it's him, it's lessened because I'm sure he's fine. You know, he's got lots of other things going for him.
I do actually think he's fine. I don't think he's upset as he's making it out to be.
No, I do think he is upset as well, to be honest. But that's not funny! It's seriously not. It's like, it's genuinely fucking depressing. Because it's not as bad because someone who's got a lot more going for him can kind of, you know, not have to rely on this for happiness by a long way. But, you know, the fact that people are so willing to mass jump on a trend to hate on something that's objectively not bad, it's awful. It's just like straight up like bullying. It seriously is. It's the type of thing that people would honestly. How often did that happen at high school? And it was awful. Like straight up. I remember I got bullied in the exact same way for participating in this thing that Rhett and Link did, I think it was them, years ago, called the Supernote, I think it was called. And they basically got a bunch of creators to ask their fans to send in videos of them holding, like, a long note, so that they could put them together, and whoever's fan base managed to get the longest note wins. And it was for charity, basically. So I did that, but people at school found it. And for fucking months, they were relentlessly taking the piss out of someone participating in something fun for charity. You know what I mean? It's that sort of thing that's going on, and I hate it. I absolutely hate it. It's awful. It's pure bullying.
Well...
So how do you feel now, you bully?
Well,
you fucking asshole.
I think from the screen to the ring to the, I don't know the rest of it. I just know that bit.
I'm never gonna find. Honestly, it pisses me off. It's not funny. I kind of, the only bit that's kind of weird is it okay because of who it's targeting? But I don't think it should matter. It's just, you know, if someone obviously gives a shit about something and you're just going to rip into them literally just to be trendy and then be on jump on a trend because that's the only reason that they're doing it.
I do gotta say, with no hint of bullying though, I do personally think the song is ass.
Okay.
I think the song sucks. Okay. It's like,
but see, if it was just that, don't matter. Okay. You know, if everyone, right, the same amount of people were saying exactly what you're saying, there would be no problem at all.
Yeah.
Absolutely. But that's not what people are doing, is the thing, is it?
No, obviously people will always use something as like a way to like hurt somebody or like weaponize it, but it's like, yeah, I just don't like the song.
But they don't always do it. That's another thing that gets to me, is that you'll have people who are not good. Like, objectively, they'll create something. Let's just keep it in with music. They'll make a song that's objectively not good. But then the trend will be to accept them and boost them up and say, oh, you know, keep going, it's great, you're fantastic, you're so talented. Like, and normally, like, this might happen with someone who's, like, got, like, learning difficulties or something. You know, if a Down syndrome person goes on Britain's Got Talent and sings a song and it's objectively kind of shit, but the trend becomes to get behind them and encourage them. What the fuck? You know, it's like, that's not fair.
Sorry, we're not saying that KSI is the disabled person.
We're not.
We're saying, is he one of the judges?
Actually, technically, he's going to be one of the judges on Britain's Got Talent. But what
he is? Oh my god, yeah.
Actually. But what I'm saying is, trends can just decide to be either way. It don't matter how good something is or how much passion someone's put into something. They'll just decide to be evil to you or build up someone else for no reason, even though they've done something shit. It's ridiculous. It's like, so an example that is more famous and mainstream for me would be Lewis Capaldi, right?
Okay, yeah.
He's made objectively mediocre, mildly shit music that people love. They just want to...
Yeah.
You think, funny Scottish man. Let's big him up, even though, you know...
Yeah. I'd probably say that this song is probably just a bit worse than his stuff. I'd say
it depends which one. I mean, obviously he's got a catalogue of stuff. He's got quite a few songs that are definitely better than this KSI song we're talking specifically. KSI's got a lot of songs that are definitely better than this one.
That's the thing as well, though, that's why I think this song just is genuinely bad and people are just upset at her. I know there's also people that are fucking using it as a way to bully him, but like...
No, I think the vast majority of people
are. They probably are, but like, KSI's put other songs out before and people have never reacted like this before.
Yeah, but it's obvious because it comes off of the back, immediately off of the back of the Lunchley thing, Dan TDM...
I wanted to bring up both of these as well, because have you seen the video of them trying their thing versus like the what's the other Lunchable?
Yeah,
the actual thing. I see. Besides all the meme, when I was watching that, I was like, this is doing a horrible fucking job at selling this product, because I was looking at both of these and going, yeah, the other one looks better. Like, I know it's a meme. I know the fucking, you know how I like my cheese dripping, bruh. Do you know that's become a meme?
Yeah.
That's become, okay. So, I was, in real time, before the memes and everything, I was watching that happen and thinking, that looks fucking horrendous. It looks so, like, runny, like, compared to the guy. The other one had like a nice sort of nacho cheese sort of dip on it.
Okay.
Like, it weren't perfect, you know, because it's like in a thing, but like, it was just shit like that. And I just felt like watching it, I was like, I knew it was going to become a meme, but I could also tell, like, this is not good. Like...
So it's difficult because the reason why it'll be like that is because it's more real than the fake shite they put into Lunchables to... So it's like, but that's fine. That's okay to still prefer what you prefer anyway, even though it's probably shitter for you because it has that texture. It's just like... I don't know, man. It just seems like a lot of people are bullying these guys for no reason, and it's weird because I don't like defending the millionaires, you know? It feels really weird and uncomfortable because they're fine, you know? They don't need defending. It's just the principle of, like, bullying people because of trendiness.
I wanted to ask, though, about the Dan TDM stuff, like... Is KSI like playing into that a bit, like joking around with it? Because it does really seem like he is just
so obvious that he is.
Yeah,
honestly.
No, but the thing is, like, I don't usually care. Like,
it's like whoosh right over their head what he's doing. Because what happened was Dan TDM makes this tweet. He was basically the first big YouTuber to comment on this Lunchley thing. Basically saying, "Oh, what's happened to YouTubers, man? They're used to integrity. It's making shit stuff." Utter shite. They've always made crap stuff. You know, I don't know why you would call out this one in particular. You could even argue that, you know, it's actually slightly better than what a mass organisation is doing, and no one's hating on that. It's just weird. It's just weird to be hating on this, but not hating on other stuff. Like, it'd be fine to hate on this if you were also regularly a hater of things like Lunchables, crisps, sweets, in general, but he's literally made multiple videos selling sweets himself. So it's just kind of weird.
So what I was more talking about though is the fucking constant.
No, I know. I'll get to that. So KSI obviously responds, and people end up being on Danny TDM's side because, like I say, it's trendy right now to hate on Mr. Beast. We all see what's happened with him, Logan Paul, constantly basically, and KSI right now. So they jump on that trend of being on Dan TDM's side. Plus, I guess he's probably got quite a beloved fan base, and his fans' ages are going to be younger, aren't they? It's Minecraft content. So they're more likely to go, well, fuck you, KSI. Whereas KSI as the audience is a bit older. It's like us. I ain't about to go and comment on any of these tweets. I don't really give a shit enough to reply to these children. So that's why he essentially gets a load of hate for that. So the reason why he keeps hounding on Dan TDM specifically is because it's all his fans that are being ridiculous, and maybe not just his fans now, other people jumping on a trend of ridiculously hating on this product for no reason, just because it were triggered from Dan TDM. So the reason why it's going over everyone's head is they all think that he's still pressed about the first tweet in the first place. He didn't even give a shit about that in the first place. The thing is, he's re-riling him up all again every time he replies to Dan TDM. That's the meme. He's re-pissing him off, Okay. It's like... And I also don't understand how people aren't getting that. Okay. People are saying, how are you still annoyed at this one tweet? You're a 30-year-old man. Maybe ask yourself that and realise he's not. He's trying to piss you off again, you idiot. That's what's happening. Okay. And it's like... It's just. I've been trying to stay away from it as much as I can, to be honest, because it's a bunch of people being shit and bullying on internet. The targets are not as bad as it could be, but even so, I just don't. I don't know. I just don't like how willing the masses are to just be cunts, and I see enough of that in real life anyway. So, anyway,
who else is being besmirched on the internet? Diddy. It's all lies. All of that is lies.
What, were you at the parties?
Yeah.
Were they good?
Yeah. We just kind of played
Is that where you've just come from?
Yeah, we just played fucking Yahtzee and Cluedo and shit. Yahtzee.
I know what Yahtzee shop was. What's Yahtzee?
No, Yahtzee.
You take children here.
No, he knows too much.
That's what it stands for. I probably spelled Yahtzee wrong then. I don't know. I think I spelled yacht.
You are dyslexic, so that...
Fair enough. I'm dyslexic. Dyslexic.
Literally just come off it. We've literally just come off it.
Yeah, we've just been talking about it.
Jake loves it. Jake.
No, I don't love it. Don't do that. I don't even want to participate in the joke of that. It's objectively slightly above average song, kind of alright. Not going to clamour to listen to it loads. People have been basically bullying the millionaire because of a trend, and I don't like people bullying because of a trend. We're literally answering your question right now.
Maybe he's asking me. Maybe he's just gone, what do you... And now he's heard your response and going, now what do you think of the...
Judd has said that he separately, objectively doesn't like it. I still think that you've been influenced by the memes.
I think it's ass. I really do feel like he's written it for a Minions song. But he's not.
Literally, all the opinions you've come out with have been the memes.
No, I'm not trying to
I'll
genuinely.
I'll believe you. It's hard to, but sure. What do you think of Andrew? I don't care.
I literally don't know.
I think he looks more and more like a worm every day.
Which one's Andrew Tate? I genuinely don't. I can't.
How high are you?
No, I just don't look. I don't.
Andrew Tate, the guy. the masculinity guy. The one who got arrested in Romania and shit.
Oh yeah, sorry, yeah, of course, yeah. This is how out of tune I am with this sort of side of YouTube.
He's not trendy anymore, is he, Andrew Tate?
Not really. No.
He was one of those guys. He's one of these guys who thought he was going to be trendy forever as well. And he will always have some sort of clout now, but he fell off. It's just weird because it's it really feels like the sort of celebrity gossip sort of side of YouTube, and I just hate that side of YouTube.
I follow animators and fucking JonTron and that's like that.
Yeah.
I don't follow circles that are talking about Andrew Tate or fucking that one you who does stuff all around the world. I can't remember.
Stuff all around the world.
Yeah, he's like rich and does stuff all around the world, and has recently been sort of cancelled because he hung out with somebody. I think you like him on YouTube.
Huh?
Yeah, you do. I can't remember his name because I don't. This is what I'm saying. I don't like watch any of this side of YouTube.
Does stuff all around the world.
Yeah, like cool shit, like just stuff to make YouTube videos on. Like, is it Andrew something? I don't know. I don't know. You're gonna say it at some point.
Andrew Tate was big in when's this? December 2022, and now he's like, he fell off a lot, hell of a lot. He gets a bump every time he goes to prison again. But favorite movie of all time? Okay, sure, we can answer that as well because we literally track this.
Yeah, we logically can. I was about to be like, that's a really hard question to answer, but we've got the data.
We literally track our scores on this. So my favorite movie ever is Avengers: Infinity War.
Oh, jeez.
Judd's favorite movie ever is Puss in Boots: The Last Wish.
I feel like I need to.
I told you that was the wrong
I gotta set that down. I'm gonna put that to like 90. That's too much.
Good.
That's too.
So that
high.
means your favorite movie is Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse.
Is it? What sort of
and
near
the
it?
Iron Giant, and
that's close to my heart.
those are the two top ones.
I've got a lot of animated stuff. I like cartoons.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. Oh well.
So what? We're going to say that
Yeah,
yours
sure.
is so our both joint favorite movie is Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse.
Yeah.
We both gave that a 93.
Arcane's coming back next month. Bitch.
Yeah.
Bitch.
Whoa! What are we doing?
What?
We've not talked about Utopia. We talked about.
I haven't watched any more.
I haven't watched any more.
No,
Fucking I finished it since.
We've been busy.
Oh,
we've been busy.
We watched. You watched the first half last.
Yeah.
Like you like all of it last. I was so excited to talk about it again.
I know.
Oh
Yeah,
god.
so,
Okay.
no.
Favorite song? Oh fuck! I don't know, man.
We haven't tracked that.
Yeah, we don't keep scores on songs. It's really hard to keep track of a favourite song specifically.
Yeah.
Like an artist, maybe, or an album is a lot easier. But
I gotta say, though, it is not the new KSI one.
Do you know what? Neither is it for me.
Yeah.
That's
Good.
Okay. Do you need a drink?
Yeah, sure. Are my lips chapped? Or...
You just got a lot of like white foam in your mouth.
White foam?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, what the fuck?
Go and get a drink from the bathroom.
Have we got rabies? What the fuck do you mean?
You got like dry mouth. You got like cotton mouth.
Oh,
you know.
right, okay, right.
Fucking cotton mouth. Is that a thing? I'm sure that's a thing. Cotton mouth. Cotton mouth.
Jeez.
Oh, it's a snake. Ah! You've got a snake in your mouth.
There's a snake in my mouth.
What's your favourite food, Judd? Tell them that while I pull up this glass.
It varies. It really varies by mood. Like, recently I've been having loads of big breakfasts, like, basically full Englishes, but I have the palate of a baby, so I don't have tomatoes or mushrooms. I usually don't have beans either, but just like I really like a nice big breakfast recently. But then takeaways, pizza, and then Chinese. But I'm gonna say Chinese. But what my Chinese is dry spare ribs, pork chow mein and chips, and that's it. So
do you know when we used to go to the all-you-can-eat Flaming Dragon buffet at Escape?
Yeah.
Well, that's not back, but like. Just down the road, there's a new all-you-can-eat Chinese, right next to there.
We'll go.
I went yesterday for someone's birthday.
I'm getting hungry now. Nigerians? I've never met one, so I can't tell you. I'm sure they're all right.
What I can say is, Nigeria is one of those places that a lot of people say they're from. You know, like Americans or even a lot in UK now. A lot of people say, "Oh, I'm Nigerian," and no, they're not.
Do you say that?
No, I don't. I don't say that. But you'll get like Anthony Joshua might say, "I'm Nigerian." No, he's not. He was born in Watford.
Okay.
You know,
I see. All right. Okay,
and Israel Adesanya, for example, spends most of his time in America. Was born and raised in New Zealand, and goes, "Oh, I'm Nigerian." No, you're not. Shut up.
Are these real people that do?
Yeah,
this?
they're both fighters. Oh. But that happens a lot.
Really?
A lot of people claim. Well, you know what Americans are like. They'll say, "Oh, I'm Irish."
Oh yeah.
No, you're not. You were born in Boston, and your grandparents are from Ohio. Your great-great-great-granddad once sniffed a rocking horse, and that was about it. You know? That's... I know that happens a lot.
I love telling people that my ancestry consists of someone who briefly surfed in the Hitler Youth and a horse whisperer.
That's technically accurate. I'm just realising, are we getting like phishing scammed here? They're trying to find our, security questions for something. We're asking all these things.
If he asks my mother's maiden name, then there's a problem. But
I've got a question for you, Judd.
Okay.
If you could only watch one YouTube channel for the rest of time, and I'm not talking about just new uploads, I'm talking about all their back catalogue. You can't watch the back catalogue of any other channel either. So you just have one YouTube channel. What do you think you'd pick?
I don't know. That's a toughie. That's a tough.
It's really hard.
That's
isn't
a tough fucking question. I'm trying to rattle off all the people I watch right now, and I don't.
Question: do you like black people?
yeah.
What, all of them?
We were like, yeah, we like most black people, I'd guess. I'd say I like
think
nearly.
That's probably accurate.
I'd say I like nearly every black person. There's definitely black people out there I hate, but like, there's definitely white people out there I hate.
I don't like most people.
Oh, okay. All
so
right,
I probably technically dislike. I don't want to say that as a sentence.
No, you can't.
But I probably not.
Probably not.
If you present me with any person, I probably won't like them.
Actually,
that's all I would
to
say.
answer that question, the answer is probably yes, not probably, because we were answering that question then. We're saying...
What are you trying to say here?
That I like most black people, that's what I'm trying to say.
And I don't like most people.
Okay, alright.
Which includes all races.
Watch it. Okay, alright.
I think we dodged that question pretty decent. Anyway, back to what I was asking.
Okay. What were you asking? I totally forgot.
If you could only watch one YouTube channel.
Oh yeah. Oh God, I don't know. I'm trying to like rattle everybody off in my head, but like most of the people.
What comes to mind first?
Well, weirdly enough, it's Asmongold came first, but then I was like, I don't want to watch fucking Asmongold for the rest of my life, because most of the time I'm like listening to his takes and I'm like, I don't really fucking agree with what this guy has, and most of the time I don't care about what he's doing either. Like, I watch just for when he does.
He's not a type of guy I like.
Yeah. His bedroom's like, I know, well, he hasn't that bad, but like, he's got like literal piles of fucking like shit, like, and
there's a big difference in that, like, his room is like 4 times as big as this, and it's like, he's surrounded with trash still. The whole thing's full. I've got like a pile of clothes.
I think somebody...
It seems more organised in here because I'm clearing out that cupboard that's full, so I've organised things into piles to then put back. But fuck me.
I know, we've all got messy rooms, but holy shit. Apparently he smells like dust. Somebody said he smells... he smells like he doesn't smell bad, but he smells like dust. He smells dusty.
Yeah. That's exactly what I would have thought he smells like as well.
I think he's funny sometimes. A lot of times.
No, as well.
Well, that's your opinion, man.
Yeah. Like on the new KSI. No, I'm not participating, Judge.
From the ring to the sting to the whatever.
Carry on. So Asmongold's a bad choice, let's be honest. Even fans of Asmongold probably wouldn't pick him.
Then I started thinking about, like, this feels like a psychology test almost. Like, it's like, what did you think of first?
Yeah.
Like, anyway, next it's like, I was thinking about just many of the different sort of Warhammer YouTubers I watch, because I'm like, if they've been doing it for like 10 years and each one is like an hour and a half or something, that's a lot of stuff to watch. Yeah. But at the same time, I don't usually care all of the time. I'm actually only usually invested if it's an army I play or like.
Plus, won't it normally be like, if you've seen it, you've seen it type thing as well? Yeah. The rewatchability is going to be especially because aren't you going to be only more interested if it's like new? It's a more new thing that's come out.
Probably. But also like I think some people at certain periods of time would only take armies that are like good, like that are the meta. So I just see like the same thing over and over again, pretty much. Like, so not them. But then I was like, I watch all of these like basically pseudo documentary channels, which are basically what happened to Mr. Shit from YouTube. You know, just these
Sunny V2.
Yeah.
You've seen that one?
Who's that?
Sunny V2's kind of an infamous one of those.
Oh, he does like like hit pieces, I guess. Not hit pieces.
Yeah,
but,
they're not really hit pieces, but
yeah, I think I've watched a couple of these before, but no, it's more like Turkey Tom and others and fellows.
Ava Chris Tyson.
This is basically the same.
Yeah. It's kind of, but you know, these like I watch more like stuff like this, but then I'm like, even out of all of these sort of channels that are like this, and you know, I watch other documentary channels that are like about actual true crime and stuff. It's like I wouldn't want this to be the only thing I watch for the rest of my life.
I would say that like I'm already on the verge of not being subscribed to any of these channels, even though like I find them interesting, the decent content, but it's like it's so negative.
I know. Yeah, I know. I kind of love. I'm kind of like I kind of love it. I gotta be honest. I'm kind of one of those that likes listening to it, especially when I'm painting or like doing something.
You gotta like think about if it's the only YouTube channel you're able to watch.
Yeah,
you don't want it to be swamped with negative. It's all right to have bits of that here and there. That's why I'm subbed to one of those channels, and I'm not doing anymore.
I'm almost the same. I'm a little bit more. I can do it for about 4 or 5 hours, I think, and then but then I'm like, but then I'm like, no. So I gotta stop. I gotta watch like Always Sunny clips or something. God, I don't know what else then.
So, I was thinking. Kind of how much I can get out of them, because for starters, I have certain channels
I've got it.
that I go back and rewatch all of. So first thing I thought was JonTron. Like I regularly, if it's not every year, it's at least every other year. I go back and watch basically all his videos. So I'd have to miss out on that if I didn't pick him. But the thing is, he could never make a video again from now, and I won't be surprised. You know, it's not like I'd expect that necessarily, but he's one of those people who kind of like you just can't rely on to upload. Yeah. So then, because I was thinking about upload reliability, I was thinking, well, what about Good Mythical Morning? I watch that every lunchtime that it's up. They've got a massive back catalogue, and I do go back and rewatch certain formats of theirs semi-regularly as well. So there's that.
Okay, now, so all right, there's a little stipulation I just gotta make sure of here. When we talk about all of their backlog, are we saying that like we've got access to like any archive stuff, like, or is it just what they happen to have on their current YouTube channel?
Yeah, just what they've got on their YouTube channel, because that's the risk you got to take. Like they might archive stuff.
I think I still know what you're
Another one I thought was David Dobrik. Because...
That's him. That's the guy.
Oh, that's the guy.
That's the guy. He does stuff around the world and he's rich.
Oh, well, no.
That works. That works.
No,
you know
it doesn't.
Yeah, it does.
Because literally he was confined to America for many years.
But he did.
Genuinely couldn't go around the world. That was like, it's literally the opposite of what was happening to him.
Again, this tells you how little I know about these people. I don't know.
Yeah, well, David Dobrik doesn't upload to YouTube, and he hasn't for years now. And since he got cancelled for something that technically he didn't do, and it was like...
I said that as well. Hung out with a dude that was like...
I guess. He does Snapchat now, and I think TikTok, but...
Premium Snapchats and OnlyFans.
No, I don't think so. But one of the like main cast members, it's weird, they called him cast members, they were his friends. Weird. He's one of the richest OnlyFans girls now.
Oh, okay.
It was weird because like back in the day, there was a video of David paying her like $1,000 to get like a shit tattoo on her inner lip, and now she's bought him a Ferrari. Like, God. You know, the tables have turned. You know, it's crazy. Like, don't get me wrong, he's mega rich, and it's weird. I don't know how he's doing it. He was throwing like a party for, like, he was throwing the party, and the types of guests were people like 50 Cent, like that level of fame. God. I'm like, what? How is he still doing that? Like, he's not on YouTube at all now. Like, how has he got that much pull? You know, it's weird. Anyway, the reason why I kind of thought David Dobrik is because, I watch Good Mythical Morning every day with lunchtime, but it's not like my top content. You know, it's pretty good. I like it. It's up there, but it's really not like, it's not like they upload. I'm like, oh yeah, I really need to like, I'm excited to watch this when I get a chance. I kind of thought maybe Sidemen.
Yeah.
Because, you know, every Sunday they come out with something that's at least pretty decent. But the thing is, when you think about Sidemen, they've got a lot of channels. So would you then have access to more Sidemen and Sidemen Reacts and gaming? I think you'd have to pick one channel. So...
I know. Do you know who yours is? I know who mine is.
No, go on. If you've picked, then.
It is Oni Plays.
Okay.
Only plays.
So why? Why is that?
So, I think I've probably brought them up before. Most of them are from Sleepy Cat. Sleepy Cat. I'm a big Sleepy Cabin fan. Did you know? Did you know?
Yeah, there was a child porn artist on that.
Only as a guest, only once or twice.
He was only good friends with them.
It might have been maybe one or two of them, yeah, maybe. But listen, that was it. Some people turn out to be nonsense.
On Judd's skin is the emblem of a child porn
That's
artist.
not right. That's not right. That's not right. That's not right.
If you're going to paint me with the brush that KSI's new song's my favourite, I'm going to paint you with that brush.
Right. Yeah. So they've got a big back. They've got a big back. They've got a big back catalogue. They've got a big fat back catalogue. I don't know how far back it goes. I think it might be like 8 or 9 years, maybe. But they've uploaded really like regularly from those 9 years. I think they've done like pretty much a video every day or two. Yeah. So it's like there's just a lot, and they're always really fucking funny. Like whoever's on, it's most. I think it's always Chris at least, who is like the main dude, and then everybody's like sort of in rotation, like of who's on it. So it's like I hate to say cast, because they are just a group of friends, and that's the thing as well. He's sort of just like it's just when he wants to play games, and they just have a good time, and that's so people like come and go. It's none of it's forced at all, so it's just fun. It's just good. I'd think them.
What type of content is it? Right?
It's like Let's Plays,
right?
Just Let's Plays. And like they talk, and it's fucking funny, and that's it.
And
it's fucking hilarious, bro.
Like, rewatchability.
I all the time. I watch them all the time.
You would go back and rewatch them from start to finish.
Yeah, I think I regularly do. Okay. Because I just watch clips all the times, and it's like all the times. If I'm like on Hearthstone, I'm probably watching them, or if I'm painting, I'm probably watching them.
That sounds like it's right then.
Yeah. If not them, if we can say like streamer as well, like all streams.
Well, so the thing is, this is what I was thinking.
Yeah.
The Yogscast kind of came to mind because I really like listening to the Triforce podcast.
Yeah.
But that's a podcast. It's on a different platform. It's on Spotify.
Yeah.
So I think if you're watching someone on Twitch, that's completely separate. You just can't watch any of their YouTube content. So you could still watch someone else as a streamer and then have that, you could watch any streamers basically. That's another reason why it'd probably not be a good idea to pick someone who streams and makes videos.
Yeah.
Because you could always watch their streams and still get the content, you know?
Because I was going to say, if not them, maybe Germa is probably the...
Germa don't really make content though now.
He does. He still does a lot of stuff.
He's like semi-retired.
Yeah, but he still does a good amount of stuff. Yeah, and I think he said, things. I think he was... No, I mean, he like does Let's Plays and stuff. He's like always... Yeah, he's always uploading clips and like streaming and stuff. He like still streams. I just don't think he doesn't go all out as much as he used to, you see. You weren't there for the geology stream. You weren't there for the... He like rented out a baseball stadium and like had a game against two people.
Had a gay.
He had a gay. I think there was
can't own those people.
One of them that were playing on that field had to be gay. I think Germa might be bi. So
I was looking down my subscriptions.
Yeah.
And I'm kind of looking down. There's some good content here, but I don't know. The first one I come to, I mean, Code Bullet's pretty good, kind of makes AI videos, but no, it wouldn't be that. Cinemassacre's a good channel, you know. It's been going forever. I think when was their first YouTube video uploaded? They were uploading like literally, when you think of OGs, people don't realise.
Yeah. It's AVGN.
Yeah. The Angry Video Game Nerd. The reason why this is pretty good is because they're basically Jontron videos. And there's a lot more of them. And he's still uploading them, and a lot more regularly.
Is he still going?
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Oh, my God.
Look, a day ago, 5 days ago, 8 days ago, there's all sorts.
Does he still call everything poopy and, like...
Yeah.
Oh, great.
But the thing is, like, reliability-wise, that's solid as a channel, you know? Yeah. And, you know, I like going back and watching these videos. Like, this one they've just uploaded called... It used to be James and Mike Mondays, and then Mike left to just do streaming. So now he's like... It's like Neighbour Nerds. they just pick an old game off the shelf and like play it for 20 minutes.
Did you ever watch Nostalgia Critic?
No, but I know about it.
He was like in the vein of all of this sort of stuff. Yeah.
But I like that in the same way that you like Let's Plays, because it's just like, I don't know, I get to see a bit of a glimpse into past these things, and these like proper nerds are like telling you about it. You just get the vibe. It's got that old school vibe, you know, like feels like watching Home Alone type of thing.
Yeah.
That's a solid entry. But then if again looking down here, Cold Ones. Cold Ones is really good because I like going back and rewatching all their videos. But they don't upload that often, and I don't know. There's a lot more content on their Patreon, and I don't know.
That doesn't count. That doesn't count. It's locked behind a paywall.
And it's true. Oh, ding dong. Guess what? It's be quiet time because there's an expensive client for a hairdressing appointment downstairs.
Who is it? Who is the client?
I don't know.
We'll make them up. So it can be interesting for the podcast.
It's David Dobrik is this back.
Do his voice. I don't know his voice. That's not.
He laughs all the time.
That was fucking Krusty the Clown. That was not. I don't even know. Fucking client downstairs. He's making clown laugh noises.
It says beware in the window in like blood splatter because it's Halloween. But I'm going.
Do your best Joker laugh as loud as you can.
No, because I'm trying to forget that Joker 2's out.
Are we gonna talk about Joker 2?
No, I want to forget it exists. So again, scrolling down here, David Dobrik again, but he don't upload videos. Mr. Beast, you've got to think about Mr. Beast. I mean, he's the biggest one, but I just don't think he's the one for me. Epic Rap Battles of History is a historical, important channel to me, but now I'm just like, I don't have to listen to them, and I could listen to them on Spotify. So, what else we got? Just scrolling down here again, like Good Mythical Morning. I kind of
Internet Historian was something that like briefly crossed my mind as well, but I think it's just they're too spaced out between each other. Like, if it was going to be the only thing I watched for the rest of my life, like, well, only YouTube thing, like, still, I just feel like waiting for him to put out. He's not putting out. He's not putting out no more.
Yeah, it's true. I'm just still scrolling down. I don't think there's anything here that's gonna. I think I would have to go with.
Pyrocynical, just for the sheer fucking weight of volume, might be a shout. Like,
he uploads once every half year. Though.
Does he? Oh, I don't. To be honest, I'm not subscribed. Like, I just know he does really long videos. I didn't know it was that.
Yeah, I just think, honestly, Cinemassacre is a potential. Jontron would potentially be a choice just behind them. I think Cinematica just above Jontron. David Dobrik would probably be just behind Jontron. But I think I'd have to end up going with Good Mythical Morning. It's just too nice to watch. It's always consistent. Good Mythical Morning for me. Hey, look, that took a lot more time than I thought it would. Another thing that I thought would be interesting is, what are some games that you can think of that have like really satisfying gameplay? I'm talking like gameplay that's almost like a fidget toy with how it's like.
So I gotta say straight away, even though I've been really trying not to like big up this game because for some reason everybody's been doing it, Space Marine 2 has some of the most, as you say, like fidgety, so enjoyable gameplay. Like once you get, like just fucking everything you do, you're just going, like just thinking about.
Client does the client.
Yeah, sorry. Yeah,
totally did like a weed face.
Okay, sorry. Sorry, Jasmine. I'm sorry. Anyway,
it's her fault for booking a client on podcast night. We do tell her.
Anyway, so it just feels fucking good, man.
It's one of those things like you ask someone about it, and then be like, "Oh, what's a game that's like that?" But then, how do you describe it?
It's just fucking killing alien bugs. And I know I said this before with Helldivers, but This time, bro, for real, you gotta trust me. Listen,
I feel like I'd like that more. I'd like Space Marine
you
more.
would, because it's not. But the thing is, the problem with it, my biggest problem with it, is that there's not enough. There's not enough of it.
Yeah,
that
might be good for me with how busy I am.
Maybe, but not right. It costs like 60 quid. Right? I don't bother right now.
I'd be willing to pay 17 max for something like that.
I still keep saying to you though, first buy the first one because the gameplay is basically the same. It just feels better this one. I got it. Like it's just a new game. Like
I just bought Ghostwire Tokyo,
and it's like £2.
Yeah, no, I know, and like I might get around to it, but I've just bought a game for like really cheap like that. But the thing is, like, you don't have to give me £2. It's fine.
I can't. I only have 4 pence, but I thought maybe.
But what I'm trying to get at is I've just bought a game that's more new.
I will give
that I wanted to play. Stop trying to give me anything.
I'll give you a free quarter pounder with cheese if you buy and install Space. Yeah, your eyes flickered then.
That is like, worth more than £2.
Yeah.
So.
If you bought and installed Space Marine 2.
No.
You thought about it though.
You said 2, not 1.
No, I meant 1. I meant 1. Sorry.
No, but I will at some point probably play it. But what I'm saying is, I've just bought Ghostwire Tokyo, which is a similar scenario where it were like £4 or something like that, and planned on playing it. I played like the first mission. I'm like, oh, this is pretty cool. I'm definitely excited to play this, and just haven't. I've just gone. I'm gonna play Tony Hawk's again. That's kind of what ends up happening.
I do that with I only do that with games that deserve it though, like fucking Dishonored 2. I was thinking about that the other day, about how I just completely dropped it, and I was like, you know what? I don't care. Like,
I don't know. Do you know what? I did the exact same thing. I was probably a bigger fan than you of the first Dishonored.
Yeah.
I was like, Dishonored 2, really excited to play that. Sequel to one of my favourite games. I got it, started playing it, and I was like, don't care.
Yeah.
But what I will say is, after a while, after like 7 months or something, I thought, stop being a bitch, just like play the game, and I really enjoyed it after.
The thing is, though, I gotta say, is the story of it really fucking pissed me off, because I didn't like what they did. Like, the whole sort of betrayal that happened in the first one felt like it wasn't the most complicated thing in the world, but it just felt like something that made sense. And like Cortho, like if you did the good route, like sort of like coming back into the public's eye with like his, I forget her name, the fucking little girl who became Empress, Emily, with Emily, and that they then built up like this sort of like, you know, the people trusted them again. And then out of nowhere, in number 2, this fucking evil bitch just shows up and goes, oh, I'm Bloodline, I'm in charge. And then everybody goes, oh, alright. And just oust you. And like the thing is, she even sounds like a bad guy. She has like a filter on her voice that makes her sound like, oh, I am next in life. She just nothing to hide it. And you just think, what the fuck? We've literally just been through this with the last guy.
Okay, you'd think that that'd be unrealistic. But do you remember when Theresa May got voted in?
Oh, okay. Oh, we're getting political on this shit. Goddamn.
She was exactly a woman who obviously looked like the bad guy.
I can't believe that word that you put emphasis on was a woman. Like, not like evil, like in woman.
Well, that's just a given when you're talking about. No, okay, that's the joke. No, but literally, female, obviously evil. These are two things that you described. You know, the antagonist in that game.
She didn't walk into Parliament though with like one of those fucking sort of voice changing things.
She didn't need it. Did you see a fucking crow ass face?
Yeah, I did. I had to turn the TV off. I thought it was the devil.
So it's not really unrealistic. People do be like that, especially medieval-ish type of. Not any era, is it really?
No, I know, but I just didn't like it. I definitely talked about it on the podcast when I played it.
Yeah,
and now I can't specifically remember why I hated it so much, but I do remember I did, and it pissed me off. And for that, I will have a vendetta against it and not.
Do we think Dishonored has that kind of satisfying gameplay?
Yes, I do. Sometimes if you get it lined up,
it's not the kind of almost like. Y'all should play that. We got asked this last. I can't. My girlfriend's downstairs, doing some hairstylist work, and she's got a premium package going on, and I don't want to ruin the experience or anything.
I can barely play like basic chords on the guitar. So
he doesn't know what a guitar is.
He is. That.
Which one?
We're talking about this thing that's got the hats on, right? That's
they can't see that in the background, but sure. Anyway, we're talking about games that have almost fidget toy-esque gameplay.
Can't drop
That's
that.
satisfying.
Can't leave that free quarter pounder with cheese behind.
So Dishonored, it's not quite clicky. It's like it's satisfying, the animations and stuff when you get a kill. It's not quite the same thing because Apex to me really has that. Like the guns and the sliding and the movement. It's just so. Whoa! It's it just satisfies your kind of snake brain, reptile brain. I've just seen on here as well, Spider-Man, the Spider-Man PlayStation game. That's very much like that when you're swinging about and kind of how you feel it in the controller. And I don't think Fortnite or Call of Duty feels like that. I kind of thought Call of Duty Zombies can feel a bit satisfying like that. When you're plowing down a whole group of zombies, but it's not quite the same thing, I think. Because the reason I bring it up is because I was thinking about Tony Hawk's. The Tony Hawk's games to me are just ultimate, gameplay, fidgety enjoyment. It's just so satisfying to just do a little kickflip, bounce on a rail, it's like ding, 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 ding. It does dum. You know the noise when you do
Those
a
are the
special
noises.
trick. It's just so nice. Scrolling down here then.
I think Outlast, when you watch somebody get the stomach cut open, I think is quite.
I think that's a different thing you're enjoying there. I think that's that serial killer thing going on. Yeah, it's getting worse. The red stuff around your eye.
It was getting better earlier.
No, it's this side. It's up here as well now.
So weird.
I know, but I get it as well. I get it happens to me sometimes.
It's so weird. I felt it coming on when I woke up this morning. And I looked and I could see it coming a bit. And then it got really bright, and then started to fade a bit, and then I thought, all right, I'm just.
If you don't know what we're talking about, we both get this thing where, kind of on the edges of the eyes, the opposite side to where your nose is, so the outer edges of your eye sockets, it can just go red, almost look like you've been punched and it's going to bruise at some point or something.
Elephants get it.
But
look it up.
Really?
Yeah, they get a weird thing on the face and ears where it looks like they've sort of been bruised, and they go sort of a bit mental for a bit. I think it's when they want to fuck. I think it's a mating thing for them.
You don't want to fuck, do you?
I always want. That's my secret, Cap. I always want to
fuck. Guitar Hero World Tour is one of those games.
Yeah,
it absolutely is. Well, any Guitar Hero really. Scrolling down here. Infamous? Did you play Infamous second?
Not really. Actually, did I? I did. Maybe. Was that the dude who had he had
smoke powers?
Oh,
and he gets neon powers as well.
Yeah.
Assassin's Creed games I would almost put like this. The ones with the better parkour. Gonna be a bit like that. I don't think they fully reached that though. Sleeping Dogs can be. Have you ever done the count, when you're countering people in the combat and stuff? That's
Batman's kind of like that as well, isn't it?
See, I don't find the movement in Batman satisfying at all.
Oh yeah,
thick
you have
and
said that before.
Chunky. It's not.
I like it.
That's why it's the opposite to Spider-Man. Really,
it feels like it's got some fuck it. We just talked. We literally just.
You were gone while we were talking.
You were gone while we were talking about this. We did come to it. We did figure it out though.
Well, we were specifically talking about if we could only ever watch one YouTube channel again. New uploads and their past ones. You can't watch past uploads of any other channel as well. If we were going to do that, then I would go with Good Mythical Morning.
I would go with Only Plays, because I think they got lots of stuff and they are funny and they upload regularly. So
satisfying fidget gameplay, Forza games. A good racing game.
I've been kind of wanting to play some more racing stuff recently, but the thing is, it's not really racing. I kind of just like driving, and I feel like I'd just play GTA and I can just sort of drive around a bit in it.
Doom?
Shoot the fuck up. I would like to shoot up. Do you have heroin?
No. No, we can't do that. We'll get banned for
We'll only get banned from YouTube, though. We won't get banned off the Kick.
Right, that's fine, is it? All that content that we've got and this back catalogue gone, but
don't worry about it.
I've not got a gun to shoot anything right now. We don't live in America. Messi or Ronaldo, Judd? Don't care.
Whichever one Ice Show Speed doesn't like.
Messi.
No, doesn't he like Messi?
He's Ronaldo. He loves Ronaldo.
Oh yeah, he did. Yeah, he's like Ronaldo all the time.
I'm gonna go Messi as well. because he's got slightly more achievements and he's not come into the YouTube space with his big swinging dick trying to take over now. So
Well, that sounds like you're about to get like down and dirty. I'm going Messi.
Fuck's sake. We're not football boys. Like, our dad was a huge football, huge? His dad's a big football fan, and obviously because we're his sons and he divorced our mothers, we have to rebel against his likes, and we were all nerdy video game boys growing up. Whenever our dad would be playing football, he used to be in like a over 40s league or something like that, and he'd have to bring us with him to watch his football games, and we never used to watch them. He'd bring us with. I don't know why we didn't realise that we're probably rude. We just never realised.
No, I the thing is, I think he sort of expected us to sort of try and be into it like the first sort of times, but then when he realised that we weren't, he was taking us because we enjoyed. He's the older brother. I'm definitely.
I was going to get him to guess, but
okay, sorry,
okay.
But
you can still guess if you want. But
it won't be as fun. Yeah, yeah. I think then he was sort of like, well, they make their own fun. So I think it was his way of sort of getting us out the house, and like we sort of made our own fun. So I don't think it ended up being.
But if you think about it, he's brought us to his football game, and we've gone, I ain't watching that shit. So it is kind of rude.
Well,
I know that like he was understanding, and it wasn't a problem, but like that was fucking rude of us. But we didn't know better. We were kids. Like we're literally like when he first brought us, we must have been. I might have only been 6, and which would have put you at like 4, But like as we got a bit older, we used to just run off into whatever trees or woods or whatever were nearby.
Find the coolest stick and fucking hit each other with it.
Yeah, we once set up an arms dealership for all the children of the football players to all come and buy a weapon from us, but we were just NPCs. They'd come and they'd like select a weapon that they want. We built a bunch of weapons. We built like a bow and arrow and all sorts of shit, like spears and all sorts. And these kids had come and say, "Oh, I want that weapon," and we'd give them a quest, wouldn't we? Do you remember? We gave them a quest to go and do. They were like, "Oh, you have to fetch us like 5 acorns or some bollocks." I don't know what it was that they were asking them to do.
We're fucking World of Warcraft. That's what we were doing. That's awful. That's so like the worst NPC as well.
They'd bring us some stupid shit, and then we'd go, "Oh, you've achieved your quest.
You must collect 3 boar hides." and you may get stick.
Favorite sport? My favorite sport is I don't know. I mean, well, it's combat sports really. So I like boxing and MMA. I watch those quite a bit. If I were to guess, I'd say that might be your favorite sport as well. I mean, you're just not. Is there a sport you're into more than those? Because you're not really into those either. But...
No, not really. I find baseball really satisfying to watch.
Do you really keep up with baseball?
I don't keep up with it.
Do you enjoy it more than fighting?
I gotta say, sometimes, because, I mean, maybe it's just the fighting that you've been showing me, but half the times I sort of just sit there like...
And I know what you mean, but surely you've enjoyed fighting more.
I don't know, maybe it's just like an autistic trait of me. I'm just like, whoa, that ball's going really fast. Like, holy shit.
You should try watching golf.
No,
they hit that ball all the time.
Yeah, I know they do, but I don't know. For some reason, it's just more, I don't know, it's sort of more... It's just more involved, isn't it? You're just running around more.
I've got it.
It's just,
Wii Sports.
Probably, yeah. Wii Sports, yeah.
Anyway, to conclude, satisfying gameplay games, the only ones that I can kind of confirm are definitely exactly what I'm speaking of. Tony Hawk's games for sure, Apex, good racing games, makes me think of Forza, and Spider-Man. The Spider-Man games, the PlayStation, the latest ones. And you said Space Marine 2.
Maybe just fucking put some Space Marine 2 gameplay on mute.
Do you know what else I'm going to put in there? Hearthstone.
No,
it's very tactile and like whenever you put a card out, it's like slam. It's like it's nice.
But there's so many times. Literally yesterday, I was like, I've got like 6 quests I need to do. I got like the free weekly stuff and the free daily things, so I've not been playing it.
But the actual like
but I went in to fucking do it, and like I was just my dick went immediately so limp it like retracted back into me.
I know what you're saying, but I'm talking about just the like interacting with the game element of those games. It's nice and
I just don't like what's happening in the game, I guess. So that just ruins
Well, that's
it.
going to be great because after this podcast,
Yeah.
you're going to play some.
Yeah, I know it's coming.
Right, that's the end of the podcast. If you're tuning in live, then stick around because Judd's going to be playing some Hearthstone. That's sometimes we do some interesting little. We play some games or something after recording the podcast. So if you're only listening to this on Spotify or anything like that, then maybe you need to follow us on Kick and YouTube. Streams badly. Right, podcast over.